everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am here with a little bit of quarantine glam for ya. I was just getting ready for a Zoom class one day and decided to get a little extra fancy and thought I would make a video out of it. So here we go. I didn't record this part, but I did prep my face with the E.L.F matte putty primer, which is amazing, definitely recommend. But now I'm putting on my Mary Kay concealer in light ivory to conceal any acne spots I have, and I'm also using their under eye corrector to help with the little bit of darkness that I have under my eyes in the morning sometimes, and I'm just blending that out. Next, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Classic Ivory 101. And I used to use this foundation all the time, but I recently picked it up when I was driving from Washington to California, and I ran out of foundation and had to go to the drugstore and get some. And obviously I am just putting this all over my face and blending it out, and I'm actually using this new foundation brush I got, I think with either my BoxyCharm or my Ipsy, I can't remember, and I actually like it. It's not as dense as some of the ones I usually use, but it works really well with this foundation. Next, I am setting my under eyes and my T-zone and my smile lines with my Mary Kay Mineral Powder Foundation in the shade Ivory 0.5. Alrighty, next I'm going in with my Mary Kay Chromafusion contour in the shade Latte, and this is one of my favorite contours, honestly, because it definitely helps define my features, like my forehead, my nose, my cheeks, all of that, but it's also very natural looking, so you don't look like you just stuck a bunch of mud on your face. Once I'm done with my contour, I like to go in directly with my blush, and I'm using the Mary Kay Sheer Dimensions blush in the shade Pearl Lace. Unfortunately, this blush is discontinued. It was limited edition, but it is one of my favorite blushes, and I have like 3 backups just because. For this eyeshadow look today, I am going in with the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm a couple years ago when this palette released, and I completely forgot about it, and then I was digging in one of my drawers and found it and was like, why don't I use this more, because I remember loving this palette, so here I am using it today for the first time in a long time. I am first going in with the shade Cocoa Taxi, and I'm just blending that all throughout my crease. Next, I'm going in with the shade Cafecito and just blending that into the outer corners of my eyes. Just to have some fun and add as many of the colors from this palette as I could, I took the color Tropico and put that kind of in the middle of my eyelid, but also blended it into the outer crease. Usually when I put a shimmer shadow on, I just put it directly onto my eyelid, but today I decided to put some concealer on the inner corner of my eyes up to my crease, just to give it a little extra something to stick to and to give it a little extra oomph. And lastly, I went in with the color Alamar in the inner corners of my eyes, and I forgot how amazing these eyeshadows are. As you can see in my reaction, it kind of took me aback because they're so pigmented, so metallic and foiled and beautiful and rich, and I literally, if I could like bathe in this eyeshadow color, I totally would. I don't usually wear green eyeshadow, but I was just feeling myself with this. Once I'm done with the eyes, I just like to take my Mary Kay Mineral Powder Foundation in the shade Ivory 1 and kind of sweep away anything that may have fallen out underneath my eyes and kind of just give a light dusting over my face to kind of meld everything together. Next, I actually took the shade La Costa from the Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and I used that as a highlighter on the inner corners of my eyes, on my nose, my cupid's bow, and the high points of my cheekbone and my brow bone. Next, I went in with the E.L.F. Cosmetics Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown, and I just used this to give a little bit more shape and definition to my brows as they're going a little unruly right now thanks to quarantine. Finished off my brows with the Mary Kay Volumizing Brow Tint in the shade Dark Brunette, and I just love this brow tint because it makes your eyebrows look full and thick and fluffy and gorgeous. I decided to take the ColourPop Cosmetics Cream Gel Liner in the shade Swerve, and I just put it on the outer corners of my eyes to add a little bit more definition there, and then I kind of just smudged it out with an eye smudger brush, but I didn't bring it directly into the inner corner of my eyes where I have that green shimmer shadow because I didn't want them to get mixed together and kind of take away that big glam from the shimmer shadow. To finish off my eye look, I just curled my lashes and put on my favorite Mary Kay Lash Love Waterproof Mascara. To add one last juicy touch, I finished off this look with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. Alright, that is it for today's quarantine glam look. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!